Hey guys, it's Loving Taco since 1821. This is my second attempt at making a Meet the Moon video. Actually today it's not really a Meet the Moon, it's more like a Meet the Muse, kind of, I guess, since I'm in my LA outfit and I'm going to be talking about her today. So, I'm already rambling. You're probably going to be hearing me yell at my little brothers a lot because they're on their computer and they're not very good at sharing, so just letting you know this now. Okay, I guess basically Alejandra, she's definitely a lot to handle. She's very hard-headed and she doesn't take no for an answer, definitely. I molded her basically to be what I don't like in a person and what I don't like about myself. And somehow she turned out to be perfect. So, let's see. I honestly, I don't even know how Alejandra came around. Like, I guess I was joking around with some of my friends and it was at school and we were coming back from lunch or something like that, and a friend of mine was trying to get me into Hetalia, so I had just started out. I had watched maybe 6 or 7 episodes of that, and she's all like, if you were a Hetalia character, who would you be? And I was like, that's a good question, I don't know yet. And so she was like, well, why don't you make your own character? I was like, I could be Mexico. I'm half Mexican, I can do that. And it was funny because right before that had happened, she's like, I'm gonna be Texas, because that's where we live. And then after that I was like, I'm gonna be Mexico. And she's like, wait, I see what you did there. I'm just like, yeah, I do too. It's a long story. Yeah. You guys have no idea what I'm talking about. Anywho. So that happened. And while I was molding her personality, at first she was very, very conservative. She was a straight edge. She was basically a lot like my grandfather. Very, if it's not my way, it's the highway, and you do things right, and she's so much different. She's very different from how she is now. She used to be not, like, she drank, but she didn't do any of her drugs, and she's kind of now turned into that teenager that's like, fuck society, kind of. Yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. And then, I don't know, can't think. She's a very hard worker. I mean, you guys probably don't see this because she's never really had the chance to roleplay, like actually doing something physically productive, but she's very hard worker. She doesn't like to feel like she's not giving anything. She doesn't like to feel like she's just there. She wants to be noticed. And it's hard because most people look down on her for those stuff that she does. And, I mean, I don't blame them. She drinks, she does drugs, she's very sexually active, she messes with weapons and other stuff. And, I mean, that's really screwed up people's view on her. She's an awesome person, she really is. But you have to spend a lot of time with her to realize there's more to her than it looks. I mean, I don't even think, but maybe 4 or 5 people on Tumblr actually know just how in-depth she is. She's so just lost. I mean, after her fallout with Antonio, she kept to herself and she hated people. Hated humans, hated other countries, everyone, and she's sort of starting to get out of that phase. Like, she's trying to open up to people, so I'm actually pretty proud of her for for not yelling at a lot of a lot of your characters. She's a really... She doesn't want kids to suffer what she went through. Like, she pretty much raised herself after abandoning Antonio, after Antonio abandoning her. It's a complicated relationship. She loves kids. She loves kids, but she doesn't feel like she's capable of actually becoming a mother because of her temper and her activities. Yeah, activities, I like that word. She's very jumpy. She's so superstitious. Like, once the lights go out, she is a mess. Like, it's run, jump onto the bed, dive under the covers, and don't pick your head back up until morning sort of thing. Mom. I lost what I was gonna say. I had all this stuff packed into my mind, and then I started rambling and can't remember any of it. Awkward silence. Hi guys. This is bad. I guess historically this doesn't make much sense, but since I've been role-playing it so long it does. Alejandra has not necessarily a connection to Germany, but it's difficult. In some roleplays, she's madly in love with him, and other roleplays, it's just like, oh, I look up to him a lot. It's confusing. She really likes him. I mean, she finds his relationship with her uncles fascinating. She cannot stand Feliciano. He drives her absolutely batshit insane. Lovino, she's cool with him. She actually likes him. That's probably one of her only family members that she actually likes. I lost my train of thought. She hates Prussia. She hates America. She basically does not like anyone that's very loud, rambunctious, off the wall, never stop talking. And yet she's pretty loud, off the wall, never stops talking. So I guess it's that, two equal personality clash sort of thing. She does seem to like the quieter ones, I guess, because she likes Germany, she likes Canada. I can't think. She likes art. She loves pottery. She likes making pottery. That's one of her main hobbies that she doesn't get to do very often because she's out wandering the streets. Yeah. She takes lots of walks. I've already made a written headcanon about this, but it's just easier for me to talk about it, I guess. She takes walks a lot because after a while the house, lonely, empty, gets kind of boring to her, so she goes and literally she leaves the house with a water bottle and her house keys. Sometimes an umbrella if she's smart. But other than that, nothing. And she will purposely try and get herself lost. Because, hey, let's explore a new area. Oh, I don't have to go home because nobody's there waiting for her. That sounded kind of sad, but it sounded better in my head. So let's just pretend that wasn't depressing. Oh, that was random. Okay. Yeah, basically she wanders around trying to get herself lost. She has a lot of mental maps because she has to find her way home somehow, and she's also found a lot of really cool hiding places. A lot of the characters she's met on Tumblr, actually, she found because she was wandering around. Also because Moon was stalking people. It happens. I'm sorry. I cannot think of anything else to say. Thanks for listening to me ramble. Sorry, I tend to be pretty boring. Wow, I haven't had to shout at my brothers yet. That's a good thing. It's only been 10 minutes. Alright, so you've watched me ramble for now 10 and a half minutes. I guess it's time to say goodbye and actually do something productive. So thanks for listening. If you guys have any questions, want me to answer anything, please tell me so I can actually do a decent video. Alright, have a good day guys. 再见!